Good morning. We just got a breaking update from fire officials here. They say a baby was delivered during this evacuation process. There's not a lot of details at this point. We asked whether it was a little boy or a little girl. They weren't sure, but they said that baby and the mother are healthy. They are being taken care of. That baby was apparently delivered by battery-powered flashlights. No other lights that was in there. It was completely dark in that entire hospital. Not clear at this point whether it was delivered by hospital staff or firefighter paramedics or a combination of both. Still a lot of details, but again, baby was delivered during this evacuation process. This was a large-scale evacuation and still happening. This is still going on, still an active scene. 241 patients in total were affected by this outage. It happened around 11:30 last night, and firefighters say they started getting calls for an automatic fire alarm that was going off. When they got here, they realized this was going to be a large-scale emergency ahead of them. Again, 241 patients inside at the time of the outage, 28 of them critical, and this affected both the NICU and the OBGYN units. So you had babies, you had mothers, a lot of moving parts here, and those people had to be taken down the stairwell because the elevators weren't functional, and again, no lights, zero visibility, really difficult for firefighters. Now, those patients, the critical patients, are still in the process of being transported. They're being taken down and transported to other hospitals, and the remaining patients are being assisted right now by hospital staff and firefighter paramedics. We're being told that they're gathering in a cafeteria area on the ground floor where they work out how critical they are and where they need to move them. And again, firefighters really had their work cut out for them when they arrived. Listen here.
One of the issues that we ran into, because the fact that there's a complete power outage here, is zero lights, so zero visibility. We had no elevators working, so firefighter paramedics had to assist patients that were in critical condition to non-life-threatening condition down stairwells and then get them to receiving ambulances.
Now, he said that they had some of the medical equipment, did have some sort of battery backup power that they were able to physically carry down along with the patients who needed those devices. Again, still a lot of questions that we're going to have for hospital staff when they do start talking. Now, fire officials also say one person was stuck inside an elevator when the power went out. They were able to rescue that person as well. So again, a lot of moving parts, a lot of people involved here, and still a very active scene here in Boyle Heights. Again, we just got that update from fire officials who say that a baby was delivered during this evacuation process. We're hoping to get an update as well from hospital staff in the next few hours to try to get an idea of what may have caused this and what the backup power situation is like, and if there was any, because as of right now, we're looking at this building. It is completely dark inside. Doesn't look like there's a single light of any kind inside. So still a lot of questions, still a breaking and developing story, but we bring you updates as we get them. I'll send it back to you guys.
I cannot imagine what the employees are going through right now.
Yeah.
So much.
And a baby delivered through it all. All right, Chelsea,
Wow.
thank you.